Yeah. GTKE episode 7.
Episode 7 back in here.
We got
baby.
the Supreme Elohim in the fucking building.
Let's go.
Man. Long overdue for this one, man.
Pioneer Fitness.
Welcome,
brother.
We got to take it there. So we're going to jump right to where we was just talking about. So you got this oil right here.
Yeah.
Explain what this oil and the benefits of it is. You know the name of this?
On guard.
On guard,
right? So, mind you, on the backdrop basis, you know, the individual that is creating them oils, they try to demoralize, get her out the way, all things of that sort, because that's the natural basis. You know, you want to go tap in, and then you can figure out what the ingredients, the whole placement in that. But I'm talking about any type of bacteria, your child, right? Your newborn, anything they got runny nose, things of that. So you put it right on their neck, right on their feet, man. It's gone. Bye bye.
Man, who put you onto this, bro?
Really, to be honest, one of my significant others, her mom's mom.
Hit the mic, bro.
One of my significant others, her mom's mom.
Okay.
I mean, she's an elderly German lady, right? But if you look on her shelves, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mad essential oils.
Boy, when I say that, hoarding, like, but it's kept her alive. She's about 97 years old.
Okay.
Damn, 97.
Yeah, but I can almost guarantee it's due to these things that, you know, natural based things of this sort. You know, we're never drawn to these type of things growing up. We put toxins and things of that sort in our body.
Exactly.
More like a holistic living.
What's that shit they put on your hicks?
Vicks.
See, they got
Vicks. Vapor rub. Yeah.
So that.
Straight
chemicals. They got stuff called Breathe, made by the same, fellow guy, and it does the same exact thing, but it really works.
Yeah, I feel like this shit is like opening up my breathing right now.
It's really good, bro. Wow.
Right? It is. So mind you, a lot of them oils they have, you can put in them vape machines that you can't digest that shit.
Yeah.
You can't do none of that.
That's that sauna.
Chemicals.
That's that Willy Lum. That ain't no good.
I want to piggyback off that black seed oil too. If the viewers and fans ain't hip to that, use some black seed oil. Just take like a teaspoon a day. Keeps you good. You feel me? Keeps you good. They buried pharaohs. They'll find this shit in pharaohs' coffins. Black seed oil.
Right. And so the topic he's touching on right now, just the other day, to be exact, I start diving into a seminar speaking about that.
Okay,
It's truth vibrations.
Billy Carson?
Billy Carson. Yeah, so on God Network, if you don't know, you hear me, God Network, man, it's a digital platform, man, that lead you down a path where you need to go.
For sure.
And you know, I've read a lot of books, man. I'll be in them texts. You know, and even then, those can steer you the wrong way because you got to look at the authors and you got to look at their background and things of that sort. You know, I didn't know that growing up. You know, you get fed all types of bullshit, man. You think it's totally real. Just man, it's real.
Yeah, just imagine like you read like every book you see in a library and you're like, oh, this book is about Africa, but it's about some fucking white guy, some white Jewish guy, like
who wrote it, right?
Wait a minute, bro. Ooh.
Don't trust all that.
Like, why can't I get a?
There it is, man.
Yeah. Esoteric knowledge, things that haven't really truly be tampered with and really diving within stuff. It's gonna guide you anyway if you're really seeking for it,
right?
You know, so
you follow that voice within. It's gonna lead you on.
Talking about following the voice within, bro. Music wise, bro, how'd you get into music?
Man, so that's a very great question. It's really ran in our bloodline. You know, these tunes, man, like. I'm talking about literally a pecking order. So I'm just now grasping hold of it in the most truest fashion now. So I could say I'm just now taking it serious, you know, because the placement that I hold and what I'm feeding to them, man, it's a must that I get it out there, man, you know, and so to draw back on the question, you know, I've always been the voice, you know, but when you're the voice and you're a voice for something that ain't good, and then you'll be able to be a voice for something that is good, right? Whether you see individuals that hold placement in your life grasp and hold to it, or some random individual grasp and hold it. I mean, there's reasoning and meaning behind it. So I mean, I love it. It's just in me. You know what I mean? If I wasn't doing anything else, man.
How long you been rapping, or how long you been taking it serious?
I create art. I don't rap.
There it is.
I used to rap.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
It's art, 100%.
Yeah, I used to rap. Everybody can rap. Anybody can rap. You know what I mean? Put a beat on anybody, you know, but to create art and have a meaningful placement on that beat.
How do you create your art?
Becoming one with self.
No, like the process, recording process. We're going deep.
I've been challenging myself. So my brother was telling me, man, right, man, just right, man, get together, right. I said, no, I'm coming new, right?
Okay.
So every time I go into the booth, it's really a different mechanism, and that's me challenging myself in itself, right? So sometimes, but those be the best. That'd be the most,
like right off the top,
man. Like just letting your soul speak,
man. And I'm really truly letting my soul speak without nothing, no barricade in front of that, you know.
Exactly.
I want to touch on this because we'll be in the booth going crazy, bro. Come in, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Go in and out, knock it out. You feel me? Fast, boom. You had did the time in prison. That's when I was telling him, bro. Right. So when you come, you just got nothing but
your
material.
pen game's on point then.
I told him no. He's like, bro, why?
Yeah, I'm like, bro, yeah. I said, because I'm like, where you're at right now, I feel like no distractions. You kind of,
how many years
can be
or
focused.
How many months?
No, I did 4 years.
Oh, shit.
You know, but listen, but I really didn't do 4 years because we in the time loop, so we don't worry about that time. That was a meditation, isolation for self. Right. You know, some learn from certain circumstances in life, you know what I mean? It's not a place for everybody, you know, but we ain't go home too much in that, but I took the best out of it.
There it is.
That's what created me.
You'll say that helped you. That time that you spent helped you elevate.
100%.
But not to cut you off.
No, go ahead. No.
When you're activated out here, a lot of people speak of activation, you know, and there ain't nothing to glorify being in the streets, whether you was raised in it, whether you took your own placement, right? And something holding your focus attention for so long and then drawing back into self, you start to see like, oh, this is really a part of it. You, him, and him. We all got divine sparks in us. It's up to us to bring them out of us. Right? Exactly. So I'm just grasping back, holding my divine path that was already a held placement there. You know what I mean? So hell yeah, because I had time to think.
Right.
You know, when you're in the streets, you think you're telling yourself you got time to think.
No.
You ain't thinking about nothing.
It's reactive. You're being reactive more than anything. You know, like something happens, instead of thinking about it and trying to think about the further implications that it has on your life, it's just like
natural response.
It's just this me. But at that time, you're like, this is just me. I'm reacting. Boom. Like
and it really ain't you.
Yeah.
Us.
You don't get that time, that space from your reactive self to your contemplative self, and you're like, wait a minute, and you know, you just create that more time in the middle to where you're like, you can think about it through. You can think it through. And I don't do it that well myself too, you know. Sometimes certain things trigger me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and I don't think it through all the way, you know. But
it's really about the meaningful and the placement, you know, because if it ain't sensible, what's the principle? So I really think about certain things like this. You know, if I engage in certain things, it has to have sense. And principle, it has to be fruitful for the spiritual.
Can't be no bullshit, bro.
What? Right. You know, so at this point, you know, my brother used to tell me things, you know what I mean? You know, but you know, this divine path we walk, it gets lonely. Isolation, it becomes
at the top is lonely, bro.
Man, the real top at the top, at your peak.
Isolation can 100%. Become a form of peace. Like
it can.
No, it is.
It is 100%.
Especially when you think like the majority of people, niggas, bitches, white people, black people, Asians, majority of them are sheep, bro. Like they just doing what they've been told to do. They just doing what somebody else told them to do.
Daily lives controlled by the things that they don't question.
Right.
You know, so if one just questions that one, it's right in our face, because it was in my face. All this shit, I be sitting back, I'm like, these dots just connecting, right? I'm like, bro, these are signs that I've been ignoring, have been jammed in your face, right? You know, but when you ain't focused, or one was, you know, you dismiss these type of things. So humanity has been based off that since the beginning. I mean, how many people you ever see anybody looking up to the sky when you look around? You either see them in the phone or they're looking down.
Facts. That's it.
And looking at this guy, you know what I mean? You'll be surprised at the things you see just in that, but just to have an open mind and open thought. Yeah. If you're looking up, you have an open mind and open thought.
Exactly.
Everything else is closed, God.
Yeah. You just made me think of something earlier today. I went running, and I'm running down the like little strip at Coulon Park, right? And there's this little rabbit. It's like almost a baby rabbit being chased by what I at the time thought was a mongoose.
Word.
And I ran past these old ladies, old people. I was like, "Hey, that rabbit's getting chased by a mongoose." She like, "It's a mongoose?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then I just kept running. I'm like, but now I think about it now, like that was a fucking ferret.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
you think that was a predator for the rabbit?
I don't know what it was. Maybe they were playing. Maybe the ferret was trying to eat the rabbit. I don't know. But it was a ferret and not a mongoose. When I think about a mongoose, that's like, you know what I mean?
It wasn't really a ferret. I was like,
a mongoose would have tore that rabbit apart, right?
Hell yeah.
I mean, you know, You never know.
It's like almost like a badger, almost like a mongoose is. Ferret is more like people have those as pets.
Do we have those in Washington? Mongooses? I'm not sure, bro.
Yeah, no, right. That's what I'm saying.
We
Like,
got
I
everything
wasn't
everywhere.
paying
BMX bike,
attention.
that's
I
all
wasn't
I
paying
Everything
attention.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's all good.
But we got El Chupacabra in Washington.
Yeah. That old lady questioned me. She was like, "It's a mongoose." So like, yeah. And then ran off. I was like, "Nah,
Yeah.
is it?" Like, no, there's another different name.
Bro,
for
I've been wanting to ask now, getting back on topic, music wise, what's your plan on becoming a household name in music, sharing your art to the world?
Or if that's even a plan.
If that is a plan, yeah. Because getting paid off your therapy, that'd be the best, right?
Indeed. So I'm gonna get paid off regardless because we manifest what we want, right? But it's like this. I'm more focused on the message getting to where it needs to go. You hear me, right? So we said it's they have to. It's a done data. It's already said. It's going, so my placement is just no distractions. You know what I mean? Because I already got grass. It's already in my hands. You know what I mean? Certain means, and life can draw one to certain type of paths. You know what I mean? To make, because like how can I express this? And I want to say this in the most organic fashion. We can lose focus to things that truly matter. Like that really matters to me just as much as me feeding this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to my indigos. It matters to me just as much as to getting my voice out there.
Get that message across to the right people.
Indeed, right? So the money, indeed, that's gonna come
right
in itself. But
that's not the main point, though. You want to
no, because that's coming regardless.
Yep,
it's coming regardless because I'm coming.
Exactly.
We coming.
It's written already.
We coming.
Stars,
yeah,
right.
We're coming, and it's a must. You know what I mean? So, and it's lovely. It's lovely,
yeah.
but it's
right.
it's rough too.
Yeah,
I'm starting to see, because I'm like I said, I'm just not taking this shit seriously.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Bro was telling you, I'm coming in and write this shit in the pen, write and go hop in the movie, right? I'm not doing that now. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to become engulfed with this beat, you know what I mean? And give it to and give the meaning to what's really supposed to be there, you know?
And it's crazy how like that comes across so clearly in your music, bro. Like when you say you have a direction, you have a mission, and you have like you have substance in what you're saying. Like it really comes across in the music, bro. No cap.
And many I can draw some of what it go over a person's head like a fly, right? But not now. Them same jewels can wake them up later, right? So because that happened with me.
Exactly.
But I'm talking about this shit that I'm talking about years ago. My brother was saying to me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm on one. I'm out of here, right? Yeah. So now that when I'm becoming one with myself and I'm in the meditation form, and they start coming back. Okay, this is what bro was talking about. It all makes sense. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Full circle, and that's for everybody.
Right.
So because that's what I do every day. As long as I plant a seed throughout the day, it don't matter if that individual even grasps hold out like that. I know that I placed it into the ether.
Exactly. You did your part.
Oh,
right.
man, I'm succeeding.
What is your message, bro, in music? If you
exposing the dream world.
Exposing the dream world?
Yeah, exposing the dream world, you know what I mean? But and being cause I got some love Ray shit. I got some, and because you ain't asked me to sound, we creating our own sound. I'm really on some rock star, mob star, Milan, you know what I mean? So I'm creating my own sound right now. So if I give you a certain name for it, I'll be degrading it, you know what I mean? But just know it's some godlike material, something totally different than what they feeding out here and what they scared to preach, you know?
Bro, your name is crazy. Your artist name.
I appreciate it.
How'd you come up with that, and how do you pronounce it?
So the Ellohim, it's Ellohim. It was given to me in one of my meditation forms, right? It's no lie. So I just kept hearing that name.
Gotcha.
Mind you, but we always hear that, some people
it stuck out to you.
Is there a meaning behind that?
Indeed.
Or does it mean something?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Means the higher up.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's some people's they call it their savior, or really they call it, right? Yeah. But I'm Elohim. It's a Elohim. But listen, I type my name in on music album.
There is one.
I see how many I'm like, and I'm looking at all
There's
these.
no supreme Elohim, but there is an Elohim.
That way, you know what I mean? So and mine's a whole place.
Dope name, bro.
So yeah, man, God, man, I'm just trying to give it to him in a way that they ain't heard it, because what we give it to him, right? It's been demonized forever.
Right. So like on the lines of what like we were just talking about as well. Like, so how would you say this message can help people that are like, you know, the violence in the hood, people, because you know, everywhere you go, people are getting shot, people are getting
smoking
like,
this nigga,
pack,
yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
Booty meat.
So how do we move away from that?
Chains,
right,
money,
right,
lean,
cars.
No, don't get me wrong.
Percocet.
I still slap my shit.
Clout, they do for clout.
It gets overwhelming.
What is it that makes people want to like kill somebody
Yeah,
so
think about it.
fast?
You want to know why?
I get older, I think. So I'm like, I don't know.
Not knowing what true love vibrations, no empathy, right? You know, when a lot of these people are just programmed, so they're there to do what they're to do. And some
NPCs.
Some are lost. Yeah, some are lost. You know what I mean? Some is Agent Smith-Tonian. You feel me? So it's, you know, to warp your brain about which one is, you'll get lost in the sauce. If it's not organic, it's sitting on no placement. But like you said, so I got partners. Really, when I say nobody I grew up with, I really rock with. It's probably like 2 or 3 people. You know what I mean? I'm seeing people. I'm beeping the horn. I'm on it because, and you see, they draw away from you by themselves, though. It naturally happens like that when you start to engage on a path that is rising. Because I took both paths, but I've engaged in it, but I'm neck deep in that, engulfed in that, on that way. You know, and there's many militias moving behind you, but then you see as the crowd gets smaller and tinier and tinier and tinier, right? When you start to play doing this, so I know for a fact it can change. It can because I was there.
Yeah.
So when I'm preaching these things, I don't speak about one side of it. I speak about both sides of it. You know what I mean? I was once bound. Right. You know what I mean? So if I'm a result from it, hey, there's room over here too. You hear me?
And it's kind of crazy when you put like a moral perspective on it.
Right.
You like the energy that engulfs those people to make these people like NPCs is anti-life, and almost you could call it satanic, right?
Yeah.
It's like no empathy, hate. I hate everybody. I don't love myself. I don't love anybody around me.
So let me X myself out while I X them out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why these shootings happen.
We're hard headed today.
You know what that does?
Mass
Like,
shooting,
the
bro.
little niggas grow up and listen to that. I want to be just like him.
Yeah.
So where we're saying we come in with the message and everything we're saying is being aware of the value of our voice and how powerful it is. So when we hit these platforms, the waves that we're putting out to the universe,
Be that role model.
Yeah, we can talk about our past and what can, but there's a gem in, like we're dropping gem. Did you hear that part though? Right. Yeah, we said that, but did you hear that? Yeah. So that's for the niggas that's like, hey, what would you say on that? That's it's bringing more awareness and vibration. Because niggas was young saying all the many shit they could say.
What?
And it sounds cool. It does. Yeah. But when you start having kids and shit, and you notice, like,
not false.
And
not
what
false.
comes?
Not false. Not false. Not false. But this is really held to play. This is not to cut you off. Were you gonna say something?
Oh no, go ahead.
So it's the what comes from it. It's supposed to be all love, right?
It should.
Right? It's supposed to be all love, right? So bro, I'll be damned. I can't. Sometimes I'll be making songs. I'll make a full song, right, and then I'll be like, okay, I know this is gonna wake them up. This is gonna turn the town upside down, right? I'm listening. I'm like, but this is. I'm not talking about this. I don't hold this placement anymore. This is out of here. I'm getting into this because I got to express myself in the most unique fashion because I've never done that before in my life. So once you break free, start to identify several things of that sort, you start to. A lot of things start to come out that you never came out. People start to become, more successful in their lives. Because there's the left side brain, there's the artistic brain. The one that where you're expressing, that's the brain they've been suppressing. And then there's the reptilian brainstem, the one that got you programmed, like he said, like sheeple. Right. You know what I mean? You headed to the slaughterhouse. You still following? You know what I mean? Yeah, it's true. It's true. But other than that,
sheeple.
I love Gaia.
Yeah, it's dope to see the evolution in Gaia once again. It's like the YouTube of spirituality.
No, but I was talking about Gaia and it's Mother
Earth. Mother Earth for sure. Yeah,
we're gonna tell them Gaia 3 times. They ain't gonna go on there. They're gonna go log on to YouTube and tone some lavish G.
So where do you feel your spiritual awakening started? Like any particular incident that happened to where you're like, yo, I'm cool. Like something got to change, or you know what I'm saying, or this ain't it.
So. I've always existed in many different realms, right? But when you're operating like this, jumping out of any different realms, it hits you different, right? You know what I mean? So that can be whatever you're going through in life, the toxins you're putting in your body and things of that sort. So it's been there. Like I said in first. It's just I've just grasped back hold of it, because you know what I mean. Once you start to forget, even though it's right there. You know what I mean? It's that subconscious, we would say, things that's placed in your subconscious mind, like So you helped me a lot too, though, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I love you, salute. You know what I mean? Sure, but that's a part. Like I said again, it's a part of all of us. You know what I mean? So, but with my spiritual, it's been woke, but where I'm at right now, you know what I mean? It's being given to me, in a way that it's never been given to me before. You know what I mean? And it's a task that's unquestionable. So it's just I'm just being me. I'm being comfortable with it. I'm being accepted with it instead of going against it. These are things I've been seeing shit since I was a young. I'm talking about what all the mystical creatures. They talk about the dark side, the light side. It don't matter. It depends on what you're going through in life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And but that makes me think of like the concept
if I answered
duality.
that the right way, bro.
No, definitely.
Like, you know, duality, because like I was saying, like that music where it's talking about selling drugs, pimping bitches, and shooting niggas and stuff like that. We recognize that as a lower vibration, but it's almost just like the polar.
It's part of the whole.
Yeah,
it's the
right,
program.
right,
It's
right.
placed there
Because why do we like it?
The program.
Why do we like movies where niggas getting their head blowed off and like violence and all that shit?
So I'm gonna tell you this.
We're entertained by
old hood movies, right?
Yeah.
So my interest and my point of attention is totally different now because of the way I perceive things, right? So the things that I was drawn to back then, and I see them all placement now, it makes me sick to my stomach. Just like the old hood movies and stuff like that. You know, like Men Society, things like that. When you think about it, they're really just demoralizing. Mm-hmm. They don't show the part about them getting up out of it. They're showing about them being cruel to one another, doing this and that. You never really see the, you know what I mean, the other side of it. So do I like movies like now? If there's a cause behind it, right? Mm-hmm. I'd be drawn to it. Like, it got to be a movie where it got to be a cause behind it.
Positive message.
You know what I mean? Like, even in that, bro, it sucks sometimes because I'm super creative.
I think that's the dope about the road we're embarking on, because it's like we really don't see that. We see either one way or another. It's either too cheesy or it's too thugged out.
On everything.
But we're trying to bring it together to where it's whole.
Good balance, right?
Yin and yang, the circle. We want to make sure the circle's there.
Yeah,
you get both of this shit.
Sometimes it's all about how it sounds. If it sounds good, it just grasps.
You know, so it's like versus just straight Archon shit, straight. You can start to hear it.
I mean, that seems to be the shit that's blowing up, low key.
Have you ever tried to listen to rap on shrooms, bro?
Yeah.
No. How's that?
Listening to what?
Rap on shrooms.
No.
You're going to that shit out the window.
There's a meme on TikTok going around, shit on my shit. It's like drugs, gangbanging, assaulting women, drugs. But that's what it starts to sound like when you're on shrooms and try to listen to this shit. You just hear it different, bro.
Yeah. When you've broke free, in a sense, but just like you said, it's even worse then.
Yeah. I'm cool. Exactly. But now, if it was mixed in with some drugs, high vibrations, love, drugs, gang. Okay, it's like, hold on, I heard that part.
Yeah, you get jewels. It's
about how you're speaking about it. It's about how you're speaking. Like, because you'll hear you'll hear me talk about slang. If I'm talking about stepping on something, it's about me protecting mine. I mean, I'm really not glorifying in this sense of, and it's about how you present it and how you present it. You know what I mean? So
I was just gonna say, like, we all like, you know, gun advocates in here and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, man, that sticks in the air.
You have to.
So it's just about how you balance your.
You have to incorporate that aspect of humanity of being a man within yourself, and that's like violence. Like, that's a core tenet of our DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in us. Yeah, violence.
That's what's been stored in us. I would say. No. See, the dualistic mind frame and without the separation, because it's all supposed to be one. It was all one, but the separation, the dualistic mind frame. Now, like I said, when you were saying you was doing this for a sport, I love it. I love this and all this shit, right? Yeah. It's what you're doing it for. You know, so what you're doing it for, God, because violence, of course, but it's cause behind it. Yeah, I mean, because if it's a cause, you're gonna sleep like a baby, and the universe gonna make sure it happens in the most supreme fashion. Now, if not, then you know, right. You know what I mean? So, because I've been there, it's not to glorify in this sense. Because who are we still to snatch that? You know what I mean? Because I don't need no use of souls under my belt. None of us do. Right. You know what I mean? Because it's God body.
Right, and anything of that nature, niggas gotta act on it. I want to act on it the rightest way. Even though it's wrong, I want to act on it the right way. So I know, like, I can sleep good at night. Exactly. That nigga kept playing with. versus I'm looking for it, I'm sliding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
attract
that's
that
gonna eat me
energy
up at
towards
night.
you.
Exactly.
Why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah.
That was an innocent.
Doing something.
You're stupid.
But that's crazy though, because it'll eat you up at night. But it's the same people that sleep good at night, just being like on that type of shit.
No,
Like,
they
well,
sleep.
maybe
They're
maybe they
blind.
don't
They're
sleep.
blind.
They're in golf.
They're
Yeah.
They're in golf.
They're deep in.
You got
They're
two
just
different
deep
routes
in.
now.
Yeah.
You got two different routes. Either you go all in.
Like the nigga that smoked nip. Do you think that nigga's
No, that's
soul's on fire or nah? That nigga's soul's on fire,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Right
got beat
now.
up everywhere, bro.
Yeah, they're
That-
shitting
that-
in his
that-
food and
him
shit.
beating
Yeah,
up, that ain't doing nothing to him. His soul
It's
is
on
being
fire.
It's just
the cosmos is striking him down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
nigga.
But
That's
you-
torture, bro.
he hopes he gets
Why
the
would
death
you want
penalty.
that on
bro.
yourself?
It's crazy.
you say he hopes it, of course.
Nah. Why would you want that
that
on
point?
yourself?
No, I'm saying you said, well, that of course.
Yeah,
him-
exactly. That's the same thing with the
Yeah,
but-
God, like I said, bro, I said,
I don't want that.
there was something I said.
And be cutting close to
Well,
me. Damn, I got
You can be booked. Yeah, we're gonna say I'm gonna leave it like this, right? That mind prison is way much more worse than that physical.
Wow,
Yeah.
mind prison.
Yeah.
So
There it
you know, mother could be down for eons, right? Because when I was sitting down, on old heads like this, right? That's comfortable, right? When they time, right? And they ain't ever getting down, right? Right. And there's people in there that's you're like, okay, this motherfucker coming back. There's weird ass creep that's supposed to be there, but who am I to say he's supposed to be there? But there's motherfuckers that ain't gonna learn. There's motherfuckers that's not supposed to be there, and there's motherfuckers that's just like, it's like, bro, you can't lock me up, but you can't lock my spirit.
Right.
That's
Right.
free, right?
He's still
Right.
flying high. You feel me?
So that's what I'm doing this for. I'm letting them know that we grasp a whole lot of spiritual, and we doing it how we want to do it, and nobody can't. We govern our own.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be, though.
Right.
It's like God body.
God body.
I salute you. That's us.
Thank you, bro.
Pioneer Fitness. Thank you.
Hey,
I'm
man.
glad to be here, man. You know, I have to feed this doing.
Oh, real. We might have to part 2 this
We
motherfucker
cracking
type
Adams
shit.
here.
Straight up.
But
Man.
if there's a cause here, I ain't turning the other cheek though. You hear me? I gotta protect my indigos. You hear me?
No, for sure.
That's what it's about.
Shit, let them know where to follow you. Anything.
Oh yeah, man.
And then shit
The True Archives there, man. And Instagram, you can check me out, man. On Apple Music, man. That's supreme information, man. I got some real true vibrations on the way, man. You got
check that Worthless out.
And I
That's
got
my
some
shit.
love
That's on
rate
repeat.
shit too.
That's on repeat.
All right. Yeah.
On the real.
Yeah, all right.
We out
So
this
just
bitch.
stay tuned on everything. I'm talking about, yeah.
Let's get
Great
it.
stuff.
One for the book.
Salute.
GTKE.
Pioneer
GTKE.
Fitness.
Till
How
next
about
time.
it?
We got this bitch.